for clicking. London's real estate market continued its nosedive throughout September, with major price drops all across the board, and London seeing its second worst sales numbers for the past 12 Septembers. Yeah, and it does appear as though that bounce back that was predicted back in August, with buyers expected to recover from the tariff uncertainty, leading to an upsurge in confidence, did not end up materializing.
Do I still get paid?
Further, though the London market does not receive the same level of coverage or intrigue as does the Toronto market, as we'll see today, we may be seeing similar level of stresses, as new listings are continuing to pile into what, according to the data, is a fairly lousy market. So what I want to do today is go over London's real estate data for the month of September, take a look at some of the stresses that are showing up, and then go over some implications. As we'll see today, London's real estate market correction is showing no signs of slowing down, and we will obviously continue to track how this market plays out on this channel. Make sure you click like and subscribe if you want to get those updates, but for now, let's get into this data. Onto the data. First up, the benchmark price. If you'll remember, that's the price of a home that represents the most popular set of features, and that fell in September, coming in at $572,000 in August, dropping $10K to $562,000 in September. So the benchmark price down about $10,000 since last month, down about $50,000 since this point in time last year. And it's also down about $200,000 since March of 2022, when the benchmark was $774K, which is $836,000 in 2025 dollars if you believe the Bank of Canada, which I wouldn't recommend, but if you do, that means London's benchmark is down, adjusted for inflation, by about $275,000 in the past 3.5 years.
Tell your friends.
And the average price fell as well. The average price in August was $649,000, and that dropped a little over $30K to $615,015 in September. So the average price down about $33,000 since last month, but only down about $6,000 since last year. And the median price fell as well. The median price, that's where half as many homes sell over that price and half as many sell under. August median price was $585K, and that fell $10,000 to $575K last month. So the median down $10K since last month, and still down about $10K since last year. Next up, the months of inventory measurement, the MOI, which measures if no more homes came to the market, how long would it take for London to completely run out of homes for sale, and that surged upward in September. October's MOI was 4.7, coming in at 5.9 last month. That's not only the highest MOI London has seen for the past 12 Septembers, but that's the highest MOI London has seen for the past 12 years in total. And finally, the sales to list price ratio, which measures by how much over or under asking the average home sells. So if a home is listed for $100K and sells for $97, the SLPR would be 97. London's SLPR in August was 97.5, and that fell to 97 in September. So on average, homes are selling for about 3% under asking price. So in summary, we've got the benchmark price down another 10K. We have the average price down 33K, the median price down 10K. We have massively more relative inventory, and homes are selling for even more under asking than they were in August. But these numbers, these price drops, make a lot more sense when we take a look at the sales data, which came in at 351 in September, the second lowest sales numbers for the past 12 Septembers. Contrast that with the new listings numbers, which came in at 1,180, the highest number of new listings that London has seen in September for the past 12 Septembers. And with both of those in mind, we get the number of active listings coming in at 2,070. The highest level of active inventory, the highest level of inventory available that London has seen heading into the fall market for the past 12 Septembers.
Wait for it.
Meaning buying power, the negotiating power on the part of home buyers, just continues to increase as this fall market unfolds. But it also means that the risk is increasing as well. Mainly, the risk that the home you purchase today won't be worth what you paid for it by the time you close. Which means make sure every offer has a finance condition and a home inspection condition as well. These allow you to 100% secure your financing, allows your lender to look over the property, decide whether or not they need an appraisal. These finance conditions and home inspections can and will help to prevent you from getting sued. And as always, if your realtor won't or can't protect your financial interests, get one that will.
How dare you?
Regardless though, this is an awful lot of new listings coming to the market in September, the highest for the past 12 Septembers, at a time when active listings are pretty close to the highest they've been for the past 12 years. Not just the past 12 Septembers, the past 12 years in total. And this tells me that we could very well be seeing some stresses show up in the market. We're not hearing so much about those stresses coming out of London's media, but we are hearing a lot about those stresses coming out of Toronto, where power of sale listings are skyrocketing and we're seeing waves of distressed selling. And in Toronto's market, their number of active listings and their number of new listings is looking very, very similar to that of ours. We're seeing near record new listings come to the market at a time that is just not a great time to be selling. Put those two together, and London is probably seeing some distressed selling as well. And further, regular viewers of the channel will know that I massively dislike anecdotal evidence as it only represents one's own personal worldview, forests, trees, etc. I've also been noticing that more people are going to be forced to list their home on the market than we would normally expect for this time of year. And we've talked about signs of distress selling before on this channel over the past few months, with far more listings coming to the market than should be given the strength of the current market and the inevitable price drops that would in fact follow, which we're very much seeing showing up in the data as of right now, with London's benchmark down $50,000 in the past year alone. And what that means is that all things being equal, unless we see a major wave in new demand coming to the market in October, probably won't see it in November if we don't see it in October, but unless we see a major massive increase in new demand, we're likely to see continual price drops for at least the foreseeable future, especially with this much inventory sitting on the market. As such, buyers, you have a lot of buying power right now. We talked about finance conditions and home inspections. Don't let anyone convince you that you need to buy within the next few weeks. In realtors, don't tell a 25-year-old kid that he has to close before Christmas because you didn't save enough money.
Money, money, I need money.
Rant over. First-time home buyers, you have an awful lot of buying power right now. Make sure you use it, get those conditions in. You can be picky, you can take your time. We will obviously continue to track how this London market does play out amid the stresses on this channel. Make sure you click like and subscribe if you want to get those updates. But for now, thanks so much for watching.